In this recipe, we're going to show you how to make Oreo pound cake with chocolate ganache and sprinkled with more Oreo cookies on top. First, you want to start by preheating your oven for 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure the oven will be nice and hot. You're going to take 12 cup 10-inch bundt pan. You're going to brush it with some melted butter, coat with a little bit of flour, then dump off the excess flour and set aside. We're going to use a pan baking with flour spray. We're going to start off with the cake. What we have in a large bowl, we're going to cream this together. 2 sticks of unsalted butter, room temperature. Then we're going to put in 1 cup of granulated sugar. Then you want to cream it together for 7 minutes until light and fluffy. It just creamed together for after 7 minutes. We scrape it down and around the sides of the bowl using with the rubber spatula. Then we're going to add 5 large eggs, half that and room temperature. You're going to be in one at a time. We're going to start with the first and going to keep going. Alright, we just keep scraping down all the way using with a rubber spatula while continuing to beating over. And to the cream, butter, sugar, and the eggs, we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And we're going to continue to beat it. Alright, we're just going to set this for a moment. While we're going to prepare for dry ingredients, we're going to keep scraping for more. Alright, in a separate bowl, we're going to combine 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we're also going to put in 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now we're going to stir these around with a wire whisk. Then we're going to add slowly to the dry, alternating 1 cup of whole milk. We're going to put that little by little. You want to make sure to scrape all the way until you get a nice smooth batter. Before we're going to put it in, we're going to use a flour guide. That prevents from the flour cloud. Then we're going to put a little flour over here. And I'm going to add the milk. And we're going to continue to whirl it. Get a little more flour. Get a little more milk. Okay, keep going. Let's finish the rest of the dry. And the rest of the milk. Then going to continue to whirl. Alright, we just finished adding for the dry ingredients, alternate with the milk. We already take out the flour guide, and we continue to scrape all the way using with a rubber spatula. Then we're going to add in 20 Oreo cookies. We decided to pulse it for a few times until it gets nice and crumbled. Alright, we dump all the cookies, then we're going to keep well over to fold over. And we like to fold in 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Then we're going to keep folding over. And we're done. Then I'm going to take it out, keep scraping it, and I'm going to pour it into a prepared pan. Alright, we decided to use a larger ice cream scooper to spoon this batter into the prepared pan. We decided to use a larger cookie sheet lined with some parchment paper that prevents from spilling. Alright, just pour it over here, then we're going to smear it down on the back of the spoon or the upside spatula. You can spread it all the way, or you can also jiggle it, just releasing from the air bubbles. Alright, we're going to pop this in the oven for 325 degrees, then we're going to bake it for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Here you go, it's been after 1 hour and 30 minutes. We just took it out of the oven after 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Put it on a cooling rack and going to let it cool for 45 minutes. After 45, you want to flip the cake over. Now to release, you're going to lift the pan up and continue to cool for 25 minutes more, using a toothpick or a cake tester to insert into the center of the cake to check with, and it comes out clean. We decided to make a ganache. In a microwave safe bowl, we're going to combine in 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. We're going to put in a 1/4 cup of whole milk. We're going to melt this in the microwave on high, starting out for 1 minute. Here we go, this might be a really nice glossy ganache. We stir that together constantly for first. We turn it back for 1 more minute. We did it for 30 seconds at a time, making sure to stir it occasionally, and that's how you make it for nice, super easy chocolate ganache. Once you stir, after just melting the chocolate, heating with the milk, we're going to pour it or drizzle it on top of the warm cake. Alright, the ganache is ready. See how shiny it is. When we pick up the spoon, and it drips all the way to make a nice glossy look. After we melt the chocolate, heat it with the milk, stir it constantly for 30 seconds at a time, total for 2 minutes. Now you want to pour or drizzle the ganache right onto the warm cake and give it a nice presentation. Look how glossy it is. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, all finished drizzling ganache or pouring it on top of the warm cake. And last but not least, the remaining 16 has been already roughly chopped more Oreo cookies. We're going to sprinkle right on top of the ganache after we just pour or drizzle it. You can stick it onto here. If you can't, it is up to you. Oreo cookies, that's might be for the garnish. Here we go, all finished sprinkling right on top of the warm cake with the ganache on it. Adding for more of the Oreo cookies. If there's got any leftover Oreo cookies after we just chop it over, we decided to pour it right into the middle of the bundt cake, but that's gonna be great. We just sprinkle more of the Oreo cookies right on top of that, almost getting right up to here. And you know, that's gonna be a nice Oreo delicious. And here's the finish, Oreo pound cake. Hope you guys enjoy. Did you enjoy this video? Let us know in the comments what you think about this. Check out these other recipes from In the Kitchen with Worldwide Campus on this playlist. Then be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified for our latest videos.